The OECD just published a report. Out of 44 of the world's richest countries, the UK came last for mental health. Not last in funding, not last in awareness campaigns, last in actual outcomes. 28% of people in this country are living with depression, anxiety, or addiction right now. And I want to talk about the people in that 28% who are still showing up to work every day, still hitting their targets, still saying they're fine. I had a client, I call her Maggie. She's a senior manager in a HR department. She came to me about 8 months ago. She wasn't in crisis. She wasn't crying in the car park. She was just tired all the time in a way that sleep wasn't fixing. She had a full week off, came back more exhausted, and when she left, she thought something was physically wrong with her. She had blood tests. Everything came back normal. What I see constantly in my practice is what I call functional burnout. You're still functioning, you're still performing, but underneath, your nervous system is running on fumes. The OECD report doesn't surprise me because the people I work with aren't the ones who've collapsed. They're the ones that haven't yet. And nobody's really talking about. We've built an entire culture around performing wellness while quietly falling apart. We have mental health awareness days or weeks. We have EAP programs. We have apps. And yet, worst outcomes in the developed world. Because awareness isn't the same as recovery. Knowing you're burning out and actually doing something about it are two completely different things. And the gap between those two things is where most people are living right now. So what's actually going on in the body when you're in this situation? Your nervous system, it has two modes. Threat response, fight, flight, and freeze, and rest and digest, where repair, creativity, and connection happen. When you're in functional burnout, you're not in full threat response. You're in something worse. It's a kind of low-grade chronic activation. Your body thinks there's a threat that never quite goes away, and it starts rationing resources. Sleep becomes less restorative. Your patience shortens. Your enjoyment of things you used to love flattens. You start to feel like you're watching your own life from a slight distance. Now, this isn't weakness. This isn't a character flaw. It's protecting you. It's protecting you from a threat it can't quite locate. The threat is your calendar. So what do you actually do about it? I'm going to give you 3 things that I use with clients. First, name it accurately. Not I'm tired, I'm stressed. Say, my nervous system is in a state of chronic activation and needs a genuine signal of safety. That's not dramatic. That's precise. And precision matters because vague problems get vague solutions. Second, create a genuine off-ramp, not a holiday, not a line, an actual signal to your nervous system that the threat has passed. Most people, this is something physical and present tense. A walk without your phone. 10 minutes of something that requires your eyes and your hands and nothing else. I use photography. Some people cook. Some people garden. The activity doesn't matter. The absence of future thinking does. Third, stop measuring recovery by productivity. If you spend your Sunday recharging so you can perform better on Monday, your nervous system knows. Rest that's instrumental isn't rest. It's just a different kind of work. The 10-minute burnout reset that I put together is built around that second principle. It's a nervous system intervention. 10 minutes, your phone camera, and a bit of curiosity. That's it. Now, the OECD report will get a news cycle. Politicians will respond. There'll be a working group, and in 6 months, nothing will have changed. But Maggie is doing better. Not because she found a better app, because she stopped trying to manage her burnout and started to actually listen to what her body was telling her. If any of this sounds familiar, if you're still functioning, but you know something's off, the link in the comments is a good place to start. It's free. It takes 10 minutes, and it might be the first honest conversation you've had with yourself in a while. I'll see you next time.